So right here, the MLM2PRO from Rapsodo is easily the best value launch monitor you can get in 2024. But they've just rolled out a software and firmware update that further separates it from its competition, but also inches it closer and closer to the big boys, the really expensive units, but it's only $699. So in today's video, I'm gonna break down all of these updates and continue to explain why, if you've been thinking about getting this one, you probably should, because it's hard to find more bang for your buck in any other launch monitor on the market. So let's get into it. So right off the top, the graphics. The graphics got a major upgrade across all settings: target range, range, and simulator golf. Like, the graphics got an update earlier this year that was good. When you compare it to what it used to be, it was like, wow, this is really, really good. These graphics are phenomenal. Like, they're so stinking good. And when you think about it, like, it's on par with some of the third-party stuff that are creating really, really, really high quality graphic real-to-life simulation. Pairing with that, they have a device-based graphic assessment and recommendation. So when you launch any one of those settings for the first time after upgrading, it's gonna run an assessment and let you know the best setting for your graphics so that your launch monitor and your app will move at the fastest pace possible. Unfortunately, I have a 6th generation iPad that I run all of this off of, because I typically was just practicing with my launch monitors, but now I'm thinking I need to upgrade my tablet because my recommended graphic setting is low, which is still really good. Like, it still looks really good. Like, if I'm using target range and I'm practicing, it looks better than what it looked like before. But when I look at the max, I would love to practice in that. I would love to play golf in that. I could run the max off my iPad, but that would just create serious delay, serious lag. So that's why it runs the assessment and it gives you a recommended setting based on how fast your tablet or phone is. I unfortunately have to run in the low setting, but you can see on screen here, the max setting is really, really good. So if you've got a fast tablet, a fast phone with a lot of space, a lot of speed, running at the max graphics setting is an experience that is on par with those third-party, like, top-of-the-line simulator softwares, but it's all in app, and it's in the range, it's in the target range, and it's in the simulator software. So the next major thing is impact vision and shot vision. Rapsodo's always had the ability to replay your swing from that low angle. I've never been a huge fan of it. I don't really understand. I don't think you can really dissect or learn a lot from your golf swing from that low angle, but shot vision was definitely something that was very, very impressive, giving you a very high quality slow motion replay of what the club did at impact. But you could only access that in the practice setting. And the practice setting is good, but it's not as good as the range setting. The range setting was much more of an enjoyable experience. Then when they rolled out target range, like, that's like the only thing I practice with. It's such a good setting. It's such a good mode, but you can't access, or you couldn't access, the replays of your swing or of shot vision until this update. Now you can access those replays in any setting, and that is huge. A lot of people have been wanting it, and they did it. Now you can access that setting, that replay, that slow motion of impact or of your golf swing in any setting. And to have that personally, that impact vision, especially in target range where you really are practicing, trying to get some efficient work, you can slow it down and see what the club did through impact and how that matches to what the shot did as you were trying to hit a target. That's awesome. The fact that you can now access those replays in any setting is a huge upgrade. So the third thing I'm going to focus on is kind of these, like, various gameplay upgrades and tweaks. First and foremost, the elevation has been refined and improved just to give you a more realistic elevation experience that you would out in real life. Staying in gameplay, you now have junior tees. 75 yards, 125 yards, or 175 yards. I'm a dad. My son's 3. But I imagine if he was like 8, 11, and he wanted to play golf with me, we wanted to play some simulator golf, he could set from a junior tee on any of the golf courses in the software. Like, there's 30,000 golf courses in the Rapsodo software for simulation. That's amazing. Like, TPC Sawgrass is in our backyard, but we could also play it in our garage. and he could play it from 175 yards on every hole, or 125 yards on every hole, or 75 yards on every hole, depending on the age and the ability and how long they hit the golf ball. So junior tees is just a small little thing that elevates the overall experience of this unit for families. That's amazing. This is a great thing to have at home and to practice and to play and have fun with. Now, young children, junior golfers can experience that. That's huge. And then the last little thing they've added is just a small little tweak that you've seen across many other launch monitors, is you can change the color of your shot tracer. It's just nice having the little customization, something that's making it unique to you, to be able to change the color and the speed of your shot tracer. Just a small little tweak that just adds to the overall experience using the unit. The fourth and final thing I'm going to talk about is just some firmware updates. This is kind of like the nerdy stuff, the small little things that just make your experience better without you knowing your experience has been made better. They've just improved connection things. Obviously, over time, connection issues happen as a unit is introduced and expanded. They're just improving the connection issues so you're not experiencing maybe the app crashing or disconnecting from your tablet or your phone. Chipping has been improved. When I made my first video about this, I kind of bemoaned chipping. The chipping experience was not very good, but they've elevated it so that the chipping experience is better, a little more realistic. So if you are playing sim golf, it's not like you're just kind of guessing when it comes to chip shots, pitch shots. The chipping experience is considerably better. And then they've just improved firmware for like radar interference. Like I'm in a garage, I have quite a bit of metal in here, cameras, lights. There's things that can interfere with the radar. So the fact that they're improving those things, that firmware, just to make the radar more consistent and better and tighter, just gives you better readings, gives you a better experience. Just win-win-win across the board. So we package all that up together and it just further proves why this unit is such an incredible launch monitor, and it's only $700. Sure, people may say, oh, there's a subscription. No, it adds up plus. Well, your first year is free. Your second year is $199 and $199 every year after that. So for 2 years, it's $900. So even like 3, 4, 5 years on, you've still not even come close to the $3,000 launch monitor that you're comparing it to. But in those 3, 4, 5 years, this thing's improving, this thing's upgrading, this thing is updating, and you've seen it multiple times in just this year alone. Some of those other launch monitors over that 3, 4, 5 years maybe roll out one thing that you potentially have to pay for, $500 to get it. So I think people are weary of the subscription, but what you're seeing is Rapsodo using that subscription to improve the product year over year, multiple times a year. The experience is so good. The graphics are really good now. Like I use this the most. I have some of those expensive launch monitors. Like when I test, I'll use those. But like when I practice, I use this. If I have a lesson in here, if I'm working with a coaching, I use this. Because target range alone is such a great experience and it's efficient practice. And I've seen better graphics. So if someone's in here like, wow, that's cool, that's great. Wait, it's only $700? Yeah, it's only $700. It's such a good price. There's so much bang for your buck. And over the course of the years, it's only gonna get better. So I can't say enough good things about this unit. If you've been thinking about getting a launch monitor for this off season, I recommend this. I can't recommend this one enough over anything else because it's not a huge initial investment. And then yes, when you finally do have to kick in your subscription, by the time you've kicked in your subscription, it's updated, it's upgraded. So that gives you confidence that it's going to continue to update and upgrade. It's such a good launch monitor. This update, though it seems small, just in a few little things, it's huge because it's further speaking to just the quality and the performance and the quest to become better that Rapsodo is on with the MLM2PRO. So yeah, good job, Rapsodo. I can't wait to see what the next update holds.